What's up, guys? This is the Vinyl Casket. My name is Nick, and we're going to be doing our weekly comic book review. We pick them up, we read them, we review them. Let me just fix this real quick. Alright, that should be... I have everything set up. Right in the middle? Right in the middle? Nope. That's strange. Okay. There we go. We're in the middle. Let's go. We'll start off with Independence, then we'll do Marvel, then we will do DC. That is the order. That is what we do. We start off with a brand new from a weird indie label that I haven't really gotten anything from before. That's Good Boy. This is issue 1. Dude, incredible. So artwork was phenomenal. Story was new, breathtaking, unique. It was different. It wasn't something I've probably ever read before. And yeah, it was just weird. It was just really... Oh, is that why it wasn't before? Yeah, I really enjoyed... Yeah, I really enjoyed the book. Good Boy was really good. The basically you follow kind of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This dog who had an owner, watched the owner basically die, and now he's gonna avenge it. But this dog can talk and is like a human, but like I'm getting the sense that he was a regular dog at one point. And then you have this guy that has to deal with him now that has some like past of being attacked by this dog or a other dog. It's very interesting. It tugs on that like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle feel, but like gives you like a John Wick kind of vibe. It's really cool. It's through Source Point Press. This is the first time I've ever gotten anything from them. I had to make sure that my comic shop ordered this specifically. Yeah, this is a 10 out of 10 for a first issue. It was really cool. Moving over to Boom Studios, we got issue 2 of House of Slaughter, straight out of Something is Killing the Children by James Tynion, the fourth. You know, it was, how do I say this? It was fun. It is really fun diving into this universe and this like this realm of mythology. Is that the proper terminology? It's just these houses are set up, and inside these houses are these different color sets, and to earn your teeth on your mask, you got to do a bunch of stuff, and there's these monsters that you channel through, like these dolls, these totems, and it's really interesting. I haven't read Something's Killing the Children yet. I will soon, I promise. I hopped on this while I wait for that to come in, and this is really fun. It's really cool. It's setting up this really emotional relationship like dynamic between these two characters. I think the pacing and like the flashbacks and present like shift is like done really well. Usually that can be like a little bit iffy, but it was pretty well done so far. That's an 8.5 out of 10. We move over to Image Comics for Radiant Black. This is issue, what is this now? 10? We're finally on issue 10. This is a variant cover. This is cover B. So last issue, basically they're pulling Marshall's best friend Nathan, the original Radiant Black, off of life support. He's freaking out. He's willing to do anything to get his friend back. He believes his friend's still alive, and then boom, now he has the opportunity. He's inside coexistence or existence with the big robot. And he's like, you can do this, but like, you won't make it. You won't make it. You won't make it. So he goes on this whole trip. It's this trippy, weird, psychedelic, crazy color palette. That original villain, the dude with the swords and the one slash across his eye, is back, and he gets revealed as an alien that is after the Radiant or some shit. And he's now helping him. And this whole crazy thing that leads to Nathan coming back. Essentially, we think we won't know until the next issue, but I think that Nathan's back, and like if that gives us 2 Radiant Blacks or some kind of other kind of thing, I really, really hope so. This is like a 9 out of 10. I'm telling you, the color palette there was trippy. Everything was like wild. I was reading this and I was just like, holy crap. Moving on to Marvel, we got issue 3 of The Death of Doctor Strange. I am really enjoying this. It's a really fun, interesting take on all this stuff. With old Doctor Strange meeting these people that have this really long, detailed relationship with him, and he has no idea. These heroes trying to take on these 3 queens, mothers, and being literally unable to do anything about it. Hunting down, trying to figure out who killed him and why, and it's just really cool. All the different elements and how they have to find, basically whoever killed Doctor Strange took the ability to transfer over the title of Sorcerer Supreme, and there needs to be a Sorcerer Supreme, and they need to find this stuff so that they can do it in order to get rid of these people. Really interesting. 8 out of 10. I am fighting myself. Like I said, I didn't say this earlier in the video, but if you guys could do me a huge favor and follow me on YouTube and here on Twitch at Vinyl Casket, The Vinyl Casket, Instagram at Vinyl Casket, Vinyl Casket Comics. I do post reviews about all this stuff, or little bits of fast takes on my pickups. I even said about this one is that I'm fighting the urge to pick up all the tie-ins, because there's like a Spider-Man, and then there's like these weird like Spider-Man, Doctor Strange one-off like hero villains that like are getting a one-shot that I'm like, oh, I really want to read this because these characters never get highlighted. Blade and what is it, White Silver Fox, and I'm like, oh, I want it, but I've got to fight myself because I'm really cutting down my collection to just the bare necessity, because obviously I was just going overboard. And now with the addition of my obsession with manga, which is way easier to maintain, it's just not worth it to be buying 15 titles. But this event is making me want to read these other titles. This is an 8.5 out of 10. Moving on to the next Marvel book is The Amazing Spider-Man. Is this 79? 79. All right. So we're still in the Beyond storyline. It says it right here. We get the reintroduction of Kraven the Hunter. I'm pretty sure there was a big Nick Spencer storyline with Kraven, like the last hunt, but obviously we know same thing with Morbius, that he was basically brought back because of Sin Eater. So now he's here hunting down Ben Reilly. I don't think he realizes it's not Peter Parker. He just thinks it's Spider-Man. You get this whole relationship with Peter and Ben, even though Peter's in like a coma. Like Ben's really convincing himself, and his like the way he's talking and interacting with Mary Jane, like they've come to terms. The way Ben Reilly, if you don't know, is the clone of Peter Parker, one of 2, Ben Reilly and Kane Parker. He's basically like telling Beyond Corporation, the corporation that he's working as Spider-Man for, like, get off my back. Like, I'm not following your rules. Your rules don't make any sense. And I really like this like character development they're giving Ben, and I'm really hoping that they build on this, and when they bring back Peter, like there's this like dynamic between them, and I pray that Kane comes back too. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I don't want to hype this book up too much. And then finally, the worst variant of the week. I don't know why I grabbed this. I said just give me a random variant because I didn't know, because there were so many. I grabbed this just because I was like, whatever. Should have just gotten the A cover. This is issue 1 of Donny Cates The Hulk. Awesome. Dude, this book is incredible. Just based off the storyline. You have this really interesting telling how apparently in, I guess, the last issue of Immortal Hulk, Bruce Banner lost his shit, went mentally unstable, has fractured his psyche, and has been able to, the psychotic break part of him has been able to departmentalize the different parts of his brain, trapping the Hulk in this simulation where he's being attacked to fuel the Hulk body, while he sits in the cockpit like he's in a starship and has basically put armor on Hulk's body to make it a fuelable ship. Basically where it can fly and has a visor and everything, and he can see through the eyes, through the mind. This crazy thing where Hulk is basically just a starfighter mecha being piloted by the mental section of the brain taken over by crazy Bruce Banner, while Hulk is trying to fight his way out, but he's trapped. This is incredible. He fights an army of Hulkbusters, beats them. We get to see more of the what Donny Cates did in King in Black when Iron Man gets taken over his suit by the symbiotes. He's been able to make this into this giant robot, and there's more development there. This is awesome. It's a continuation of King in Black. It's a continuation of Hulk in a way cooler light. I'm really enjoying this. This is a 9 out of 10 first issue, and we move over to DC. All right, with DC, we got issue 2 of Task Force Z. This is the cardstock cover of Bane. I really thought that after the first issue, I was iffy. I was like, I'll pick up the second issue and then I'll drop it if I don't like it. This really is pushing me. I'm going to give it one more issue. This was a good issue, but they could easily drop it. It was bordering. It was good, but it wasn't amazing. It's just hovering over the line, hanging for dear life. I like the development of these characters. I like this alternative on the take of Suicide Squad, where they're dead villains that are being used. They're having the resin from the Lazarus pit used to bring them back to life just enough where they're zombies and they're being able to control and being led by Red Hood, who, as we know, is brought back by the Lazarus pit to become Red Hood. And it's just this weird dynamic. We don't know what the heck is going on with Bloom, the only human character that I know of that they're human. You have the Doctor, you find out, is this weird, like, demonic creature. And they're going after this next new member, but turns out that, like, there's like a cult they gotta fight of people obsessed with snake gods, and it's Deathstroke. Deadshot. Holy crap, this was a ride. I'm excited to see what they do. I hope they keep it up. If not, it's a drop, but I'm going to say that this issue was an easy 7.5 out of 10. Getting on to issue 37? 37 of Catwoman with the cardstock cover. Yes, this is like the last portion of Fear State. This should have come out before that issue of Batman, I think, because basically this is how Catwoman and Gardner get Poison Ivy, the good side of Poison Ivy, and then in that issue of Batman, they bring her in and they combine. So this is like the last half, and what Catwoman's gonna do now, and how she's gonna leave the Alley Town and establishes these heroes of Alley Town with Clayface and all these really cool characters, these villains that are now taking Alley Town over as their sanctuary, Cheshire, and it's really cool. I really think that Catwoman, hopefully with her leaving Alleytown, they don't screw up her storylines and they make her like a really solid new story arc. This is awesome. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. It wasn't amazing. Art was solid. It was a good story, but I'm really excited for what they're gonna do. And then we have issue 3 of Deathstroke Inc. with the cardstock cover. This should not have been good. I was convinced I was dropping it. I saw the unicorn on the A cover. There was an actual unicorn in the storyline. I was like, what is going on? They go over, they hunt down Cheetah. It's leading to this big confrontation now in next issue that I'm excited about. The artwork was incredible. The development with Black Canary was really cool. Toy Maker, whatever his name is, he was really cool. Everything that's being developed around these characters is really interesting. The references to Deathstroke's daughter, I loved it. It was an 8 out of 10. It was a solid issue. It was so much fun, and I really hope it continues to be that much fun. Issue 8 of Robin, cardstock cover. Obviously, I picked up all of them this week. Yeah, the final fight has started. We're there. We're going. It's incredible. Hawk, the son of Green Arrow, versus Damian Wayne Robin, the son of Batman. Big fight. A lot of conversation going around in the background. I really like the development here. I'm really excited to see where they go further in this series. I think the annual comes out next week. I'm not sure if I'm going to get that. I know that's going to develop some background on Rose and Respawn and what's her name? Flatline. And I kind of want to read that stuff, so I might pick it up. Really solid issue. This is an 8.5 out of 10. The whole series has been really good. And then finally, my pick of the week was Flash. Is this 770? No, 776. This is the cardstock cover with the A cover being featured on here. Holy crap. So this is basically just, I guess it can be considered a filler issue because it's a tie-in. It's leading you from the introduction of Eclipso into this new storyline with Justice League Dark. So basically, you have this bridge that he's got to get from this point to this point to start the new story arc, and this is what this is. It's just a journey. Dr. Fate grabbed him in the end of the last issue, is pulling him through. It is psychedelic. It is trippy. It is a weird issue. Artwork is insane. They did a bunch of crazy 90s inspired stuff, having to turn the book like this. Then you have to turn the book like this. Then you have to turn the book like this. And then there's like panels where you have to read it like this. They turn in the middle of the, like, if you flip it open, this panel over here, it says to read it like this. And then it's like, oh, turn it to read this panel like I was sitting there like this, reading the book. I was, wow. Like, I don't think they're going to continue with this style, but that really blew my mind. That was some like primordial, like radiant black type stuff, and it was incredible. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time reading this. This is the best Flash issue I've read in a long time, and there wasn't even a real villain. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. It was my pick of the week. I highly suggest you pick this up, even if you don't know what's going on. It's just fun. With that being said, that is it. That is all I got. That is my picks of the week. I will be back next week with more picks of the week, with more pickups. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please remember to, on YouTube, hit that like button, drop a comment, share the video, hit the bell, and subscribe. Here on Twitch, follow, subscribe. On Instagram, follow me at Violcast and Violcast Comics. Check out my reviews. Tell me what you think. What did you read? What are you gonna read? What do you want me to check out? I got you guys. So just remember, this is the Vinyl Casket, home of the lamest taste, and I want you guys to do me a huge favor and remember to stay lame.